G'day and welcome everyone. I decided to put something together because we're right in the depths of autumn with only a month and a half left before winter starts for us Australians. I know that Americans are starting to panic because summer's coming and that means the heat. So I apologize in advance for this, but I have to do what works for me. But don't forget to stick around because I've got a giveaway at the end of this video. So make sure that you watch all the way through to the end so that you can follow the instructions and have a chance to win some really cool stuff. Alright, so we're just going to jump right in, making sure to prime our face, and then we'll put foundation on afterwards. And now we conceal. Now we're using two because I'm going to use some to highlight and some to conceal it. Well, I mean, it's all concealing, but some of it's lighter to highlight, so let's begin. Now we powder. Oh, that's a lot of powder, but that's okay because it's blendable. As we work. And now I'm going to set my concealer with this banana powder. The reason we use banana powder is because it counteracts the purple tones in my under eyes, but different coloured undertones will do different things, so make sure that you're using the products that's right for you. Now I've applied a bronzer all over the high points of my face to help bring some warmth back into this look. Because it is such an autumnal look, I want to make sure that I'm not washing my face out with too many cool tone colours. Now I've used the Master Sculpt to contour with, but I'm not using the highlight shade because I'm decided to go for a whiter, more extreme highlight for this look. Now that my brows are done, we can move on to my eyes. Now, usually I would prime my eyes for this step, but I'm actually not doing it in the conventional sense because 2 of 3 products are actually cream to powder products, so I'm only really going to be priming my lids. Also, I apologise if you can see my eyebrow hairs. I'm getting them waxed in a couple of days, but I'm not allowed to touch them for 2 weeks beforehand, so it's killing me. Now, with a product like this, which by the way is by Colourpop, with a product like this, there's 2 methods of putting onto your lid, and the most effective is your finger because it just applies a lot nicer. But you can use, and I will be using, if I can find it, you can apply it with a synthetic brush. Make sure that it's synthetic. Natural hair will soak up too much of the product, so make sure you're using like a fake bristled brush. Stiff the better as well. And you take your ring finger, pick up the product, and then dispense it on your eye. Now, if you decide that you want your eyeshadow to look a certain way, these products are really kind of easy to work with. But because this one in particular is so glittery, I'm just going to place a few spots of concealer underneath my eye, and then taking a clean finger, dab it into the skin, like so. Then take your pressed powder, and again with a finger because it's such a small area, powder, and you're good to go. Now, I'm using a synthetic brush for precision. You can honestly do whatever you want. You don't have to do your lower lash line. I just prefer it on my eye shape. So then you take just, you know, a little bit of a scraping of the product, and then gently blend it into your lash line. Now I'm winging out this area a bit because I like that look. But you, again, can kind of take this look and adapt it however you want to suit your look. Now I'm going to take my pinky finger because it provides a smaller space and a very light highlighted colour, and put that in my inner corners and blend it out. Now I'm going to take an angled brush and my essence in Apricotta and then highlight my brow bone with this. And make sure to clean your brushes between uses on either eye when you dip back into your product, because there's a very good chance that the colour pop will pick up and move around just a little bit because it likes to stick to brushes so much. And now I'm going to take a synthetic fluffy brush. Make sure it's super clean and a little bit wet, not like too wet, make sure, and then just blend the whole thing just to make sure that anything that looks a little too like straight can be blended out, because we are not straight people. Blend me because I'm a gay. And now for a fun tip. Now I learned this a little while ago. Occasionally I do it, occasionally I don't. It honestly depends on what I'm wearing. In this case, because what I'm wearing is so glittery, I am going to do this. You take a clean fluffy brush, like so. This one's kind of a bit more packed, but honestly you can kind of go with anything. In fact, I'm actually going to use this one. I'm going to use a clean fluffy brush. This one has a bit of a like flatter shape to it, but honestly just any like fluffy eyeshadow blending brush. And my face powder, and blend the edges. And that will help create a more accurate blend between my face and the eyeshadow. And also help get off any glitter off your skin that may have fallen down. Now we're going to take my blush and apply that to mostly the apples, but making sure to blend it up in a U shape, particularly for people with face shapes like mine. Make sure to blush the way that accommodates your face shape. I think I've actually done a tutorial on this. If I haven't, Google is your friend. Oh, look at that fluff. Fuck yeah. Now you don't want to do your blush too heavy. Like, I know it's an autumnal look and usually that dictates a little bit more in the face. But with the blush you do absolutely want to keep it subtle because otherwise you'll end up looking too springy and very out of season. Autumn looks are also very good if you want to maybe try a blush that's, say, purple. If you want to try something that's a little more unnatural coloured, so long as you keep it very subdued on your face, you can definitely get away with doing that in the autumn. It actually looks very, very good. I just don't own a purple blush yet. Yet. Now I'm going to take my highlight shade, which is actually just this white eyeshadow that I got off eBay for like $1, and apply that to my cheekbones. Yeah. And blend, like, don't just put it on your nose. Don't just, because then you're just gonna have a bright white spot. Like, it looks like a bright white spot because I'm on camera. Also, don't wear a top that you plan on wearing out. Make sure you blend, otherwise you're gonna look a bit like a pig. Don't forget your Cupid's bow. And I don't re-dip on my chin. I just apply whatever's left on my brush and blend the crap out. I always wait until after I've done all of those steps to apply my mascara because why not? Don't panic if you make a mistake. Don't panic if you make a mistake. Just pat very gently until it's all gone, and then just reapply over the top. No big. And now I'm going to use some finishing spray before my lipstick because it dries so nicely it doesn't need it. And then we wait for it to dry. Alright, so this is our final look. Now, I am going to take a little bit of my loose face powder and just dab it onto my lips because this particular lipstick product can get a bit tacky. And that is it for our final look. I really, really hope that you loved this because honestly, it's to die for. It is so pretty. Like, you can wear this pretty much whenever too. You don't have to limit it to just autumnal. Really, the only thing that makes it autumnal to me is the lip color paired with the bronze. If you paired this with a red, it'd be very, very Christmassy. If you paired it with a light pink, you could probably get away with wearing something like this in the summer, probably, because it's such a versatile look. And make sure that if you're wearing something like this and you have a very cool or neutral undertone, that you make sure to accommodate those colors on your face with your undertone. Now our giveaway. So I have 2 gift cards for a very cool website where you can order Not just roses, you can also order hampers, fruit, wine, and if you've got children, there are actually baby hampers in here too, and they're gift cards for $25. Now, you can only use one of these at a time, so I'm actually announcing 2 different winners for these. So, the rules are fairly simple. You just need to like and be subscribed to me, and then leave me a comment telling me what particular tidbit within this video that helped you achieve a better makeup look. Now, I would prefer that if you could, you would leave your Twitter handle for me to be able to message the winners, but if you don't have a Twitter, that's fine. Just leave me a link in some capacity to any of your social media pages, like what name to search on Facebook, or a direct link to your profile, your Instagram handle. Just make sure you let me know what it is so that I can contact you, and I will be announcing this on my Thursday video following this video. Theoretically, you're watching this on the 9th of June, so this video, the winners will be announced on the 16th of June. So make sure that you leave your likes, subscribe, leave your comments, and I am really, really excited to be doing this. If you want to see more stuff like this, please leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that, you know, when eventually your makeup look comes around, you get to be around to watch it. So I will leave this with you. Make sure that you comment any particular look that you want to see. Maybe you want to see gold eyes, red lips, maybe you want to see blue. Let me know, okay? And I will see you guys next time.